Climate is changing. Food and agriculture must too. That's the theme for this year's World Food Day. Globally, many different events are organized to raise awareness of problems in food supply and distribution and to raise money to support projects to aid in the cultivation of food plants and the distribution of food. Agricultural economist Omar Dath Maharaj offers solutions for improving the sector. Mahalia Joseph has more.
World Food Day is a day of action against hunger. On Sunday, people around the world came together to declare their commitment to eradicate hunger. When it comes to hunger, the only acceptable number in the world is 0. The climate is changing and more must be done to amp up the agricultural sector in Trinidad and Tobago and the world, according to agricultural economist Omar Dath Maharaj.
And farmers will tell you, fishermen will tell you, the seas are warming, the migratory species of fish and so on are moving out. We look at acidification of the coral reefs. The coral reefs are dying around the country. That impacts not only on the livelihoods of the harvesters and so on of the seafood, but also tourism. If there is nothing in the waters, people would not come necessarily for that form of tourism.
He said Trinidad and Tobago needs to look at building the resilience of farming and fishing communities to strengthen their adaptive capacity and reduce their vulnerability instead of having just short-term solutions.
Our farmers now face either extended or reduced what we are accustomed to in Trinidad, which are rainy and dry seasons, which result in extra dry or hot conditions or flooding. Farmers over the years have been, in order to cope or to survive in that environment, that changing environment, they have been relying on the state for relief, either it be through flood relief or through the provision of pumps to provide water in the droughts and so on.
Some farmers in the agri-sector use shortcuts to deal with climate change, which isn't always ideal.
So you might find that they would use more inputs to bring in a higher yield in a shorter space of time. In that environment, you might use more fertilizers, which is certainly not sustainable. Unsustainability as well in the food production sector relates to wasting food, the waste produced by the food industry, which is our food and beverage containers, the plastics, the styrofoams and so on, and food losses. All of these are serious indictments on our country, and certainly we must move to address that.
One of the biggest issues related to climate change is food security for the globe. Growing food in a sustainable way means adopting practices that produce more with less in the same area of land and use natural resources wisely. The Food and Agriculture Organization is calling on countries to address food and agriculture in their climate action plans and invest more in rural development. The organization believes strengthening the resilience of smallholder farmers can guarantee food security for the planet's increasingly hungry global population and also reduce emissions. Mahalia Joseph, C News.